Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're making these cute reusable bowl covers today. I made these covers as a way to cut back on plastic wrap, and I love that they add a cozy touch to my kitchen. They're perfect for quickly covering up leftovers or things resting on my counter, and they've really come in handy throughout my early sourdough adventures, as you can see here. So now let's just gather what we'll need to get started, along with your trusty sewing machine, of course. To make it easy to sew a batch, I created a reusable pattern using parchment paper. I plan to make a whole collection of these bowl covers for myself, and I might even make a few for friends and family if they want some. But you really don't have to make a pattern. You can just trace the shape of your bowl directly onto your fabric with a fabric marker or chalk. But what I'm doing here is I'm first just tracing the size of my bowl onto the pattern, and then I measured and marked an additional 2 inches around the entire circle, and this will give you just the right fit. Now pin your fabric to your pattern and cut around it. Or if you trace directly onto the fabric, simply stack your fabric pieces together and cut along the line you made. Once your pieces are cut, pin them with the right sides facing each other and sew all the way around, leaving a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Make sure to leave a 2-inch gap for turning your fabric right side out. Now just trim the edges, turn your fabric through the gap, and gently press out the seams. You can use something slightly pointed like a chopstick to help straighten up the edges. Next, measure the circumference of your bowl and subtract 3 inches. This will give you the right length for your elastic. And I'm using 1/4 inch elastic here. Now to make the casing, sew around the entire circle again at a 1-inch seam allowance, this time without leaving a gap. Attach one end of your elastic to a safety pin and thread it through the casing, making sure not to lose that tail end. And once it's all the way through, overlap the ends by about 1/2 inch and sew them together securely. Adjust your elastic within the casing so it sits evenly, and then sew the small opening closed. You can do this by hand, but I used my machine for a quick finish. And there you have it! A lovely little cover for your bowls and jars, perfect for adding a touch of whimsy and warmth to your kitchen. I hope this project brought you as much joy as it did for me. Thank you for watching and happy sewing!